It's Week 13 of the National Football League, and our focus is on Cooper Rush. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Cowboys and the Giants, and it comes your way next.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at INTs Stadium in Arlington. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one. On
the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. The 6'3" QB from Central Michigan leading him out there, and that's Cooper Rush.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 19 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
Rush working from the gun. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Rush to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense ready to go to work, and they'll do so behind Daniel Jones in his 6th season now out of Duke.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They go right back to Singletary. Muscles him off. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs.
His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on 1 throw.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start the drive with Elliott.
To about the 35, second down. You talk about this Giant defense.
Yeah, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Rush. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Going right side, he finds Slayton.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
2nd and 6. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he'll get about 3 here, up to the 44-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The Cowboys offense and the veteran Ezekiel Elliott set to go to work once more. And as we transition into the second half of the season, you can see he's the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns. Left side to Lamb.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now Rush.
Finding Tolbert here over the middle.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd down and a yard.
Inside give to Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Rush. And Cooks has it over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
To throw is Rush.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use it because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The New York set to take the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
Throwing, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Jones.
He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. In motion goes the tight end. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Open man is the rookie, Theo Johnson.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Jones on the RPO going to get it out to Neighbors.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw again.
That's caught. Allen Robinson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Singletary again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones.
That is caught.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton there to make the grab.
And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Cowboys offense and CeeDee Lamb ready to take over once more. And as we move deeper into the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a weekly basis. As you see here, he's the NFL's leader in receptions. to this point of the year.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. They find some open field here. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Throwing here, Rush.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Play fake. Here's Rush.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Rush. That is caught by Lamb.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Elliott.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. First down after first down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
And this one is right through.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company.
The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah, he's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive.
They'll run on first down with Singletary to about the 35, 2nd down. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas.
From the 35 on 2nd down.
Jones throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
That's complete to Slayton. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. A handoff on the option to Singletary. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on third down as a real key down in any drive, any situation, and they took full advantage of third down there and made a play.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's been as productive as anyone in the NFL in the middle part of this season. The NFL's leader in receiving yards to this point, and he doesn't appear to be slowing down anytime soon. Throwing to start the drive. Rush. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now out come the Giants. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. To throw again on second down. Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Man open is Robinson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw again. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Allen Robinson, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. For this offense and their wideout headed back onto the field. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He gets it to Cooks. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back to throw, Rush. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And his kick is good.
Well, not too long ago, Charles, that would have been a new NFL record. But instead, it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the post. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. A number of great games coming up this holiday weekend. Of course, we begin tomorrow. The second ever Black Friday game, the Raiders, Chiefs from Arrowhead. Even more good matchups to check out in the late afternoon window. A 4 o'clock start up in Baltimore, where it'll be the Ravens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And lastly, on Sunday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Buffalo Bills. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense and Daniel Jones set to take over again. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Jones from the gun on third down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. They'll look to throw now on first down.
He's got Bellinger.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Jones.
That's caught left side by Neighbors.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
On the give, this is Singletary.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Going right side, he finds Slayton.
So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now.
Throwing Jones.
That ball caught by Slayton.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Gano now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line.
The Giants offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
And now the rookie's free.
Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Giants.
Malik Neighbors,
82 yards.
and the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. This offense making its way back out, led by their wide receiver. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this 3rd quarter.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now Rush.
And he'll go right back to Lamb.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now a 2nd and 6. On the option right, it's Jones.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, they go with Singletary. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Second down and 3.
Catch made by Slayton. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, he had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
This is taken at the 23. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be.
He's got a man complete.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 34. To throw is Rush. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 34 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
77 yards rushing now for Singletary, and he's got a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Now Jones. There's a short one caught by Johnson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Singletary. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On the counter, this is Singletary. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. They'll run here with Singletary. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Give him 30 yards there. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Singletary will score. Touchdown, New York.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 18 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And out now come the Cowboys. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This time it's 3rd and 3. Rush. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing here, Rush. And he fires one incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field in.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
They're going for it. Rush. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And incomplete on the deep ball. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
First down, New York.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here's Rush to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
There's a nice move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10.
Second down and 10.
Out of the shotgun, Rush.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Rush working from the gun.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
4th down. Here's Rush. He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
He's got it complete to Tolbert.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Back to throw again.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Fires a slant complete to Tolbert.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to throw, Rush. And he's got it. So the completion good for just 3. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
They'll run it with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott
with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game.
It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire.